Alright, how's it going everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the stream. Alright, we're gonna jump right into it with a reading of character profile. Let me just adjust the camera. Am I too big here? I don't know. But yeah, welcome. Gronge, hope you're doing well, man. What's up? Give me one sec here. And then we're just gonna jump right into it. Yeah, so ArcSys just released a character card for Jam. And I thought it'd be just kind of a fun thing to do a little reading of the character card. Let me just set this up properly. Get a little backstory of Jam. I'll be honest, I don't know a whole lot about Jam. The character Jam Cloudberry. Is this the right one? Oh, here we go. I don't know a whole lot. I mean, I didn't play her back in the day, and quite frankly, I wasn't too interested in playing her. She was more of an annoyance than anything, gameplay wise, and her voice. It was famously a not famously an annoying voice. It's supposed to be kind of annoying. I think the lighting is a little bit off here. Give me one sec here. But Gronge, hope you're well. I did change the audio settings. So let me know if it sounds off. The mic should sound clearer. I don't know if the audio balance is alright with the music. But anyway, here we go. So Arc System Works EU, I think also maybe the American side posted this. Burners on low, kicks on high, indomitable Iron Fist chef. Check out Jam's profile here, who will be joining us on the fray on 9th of April. Wow, they had to word that a little weird, eh? Well, I worded it weird too. There we go, a little bit more light. That's it. Okay, let's click on that. And the voice actor is Molly Zhang. So already we're seeing something very forward-moving, which is using employing the services of a Chinese person to voice a Chinese person. So this is I know there's maybe some controversy. I don't know if there should be controversy behind this, but like if you dig deep in Twitter, people will get mad. You'll see people upset either way, actually. So I won't comment on it any more than that, but I think it's cool to have a Chinese representation voicing a Chinese character. Anyway, going forward, Jam Cloudberry, voiced by Molly Zhang, a chef who fights with her bare fists. She is extremely stubborn and hates losing. She is easily irritated, especially by indecisiveness, but is fast to excuse her own faults. Pretty boys are the only exception. Damn. Gotta keep my cat away from her. My cat is a pretty boy. This may make her sound like a narcissistic hypocrite, but in truth, Jam is a realist with a sharp eye on her surroundings. Jam's almost inhuman fighting style is a result of her grounded perspective, total faith in herself, and perseverance. Total faith in herself is another interesting way of saying very confident or full of yourself. A few months have passed since her third restaurant burned down. Jam takes her food stand on the road, searching for someone with Usagi, her only clue, at her side. Her only clue for her burned restaurant? Is that what that means? Alright, cool. Usagi is not just an ingredient. But yeah, welcome everyone. Hope you're all doing Gronge. Thanks for joining me this morning. Yeah, what do you think? Not very much has been revealed from Jam, Cloudberry Jam, other than her third restaurant being burnt down. Really cool. Molly Zhang is voicing Jam. I immediately heard a character voice when I heard Jam's voice on the trailer, and it reminded me of a character from Shangri-La Frontier, the little bunny character. So the bunny character seems to have Jam's voice. I forget what the bunny character's name, but they're like the Ratatouille race, I think that's what it's called. Also, it sounds like and I watched a lot of dubs actually. I do watch a lot of English dubs. I watch both Japanese, and then I also watch the dub. So I watched Japanese version of Yuru Camp, for example, and then I watched the English version. And the English voice for the girl who has Chikawa, the dog, the dog girl, I'm pretty sure it's the same voice as Molly Zhang, but we'll find out. I have the behind the voice actors here. There she is. And let's take a look at her roles. Let's try to ignore all these ads here. I want to know more about Usagi, asks Garange. We'll find out soon enough, in a week from now. By the way, hope you're doing well. Garange asks, says, I feel great. Hope your weekend has been treating you great. Yeah, I had a long weekend, 3 days off, and gave me some time to work on a video, so I hadn't had a chance to chill it yet, but there is a video I made. It's on YouTube. Please check it out if you haven't done so already. I put it linked in the pinned messages, so feel free to check it out. I also got really good sleep tonight. Last night I got about 8 hours. No, I got about 7 hours of sleep, but it was like really good sleep. I should have kept on sleeping. It's like, I thought about it, trying to put it into Guilty Gear terms, Guilty Gear Strive terms anyway. I felt like I got a positive bonus, like I broke the wall with a hard knockdown. That's me falling asleep. And there's so many ads here. And I got the positive bonus, and I KO'd my opponent basically. So I ended the round too early with positive bonus. I should have stayed up, or I should have kept on sleeping rather, so that I can fully cash out on the positive bonus. But I ended the round too quick. That's what happened. So I got 7 hours of positive bonus sleep, and let's see what Molly Zhang, voices. Clevitus, I watched that. I watched the English version. I didn't recognize her voice here, but this is the Queen. Oh, here we go. Yep. So I was right. Emil, this is the voice of Jam right here, the rabbit character. She has a very distinctive voice. Let's see. Am I right about the other one? Oopsies. Get back on that. Yeah. So it's kind of fun. Like, I know a lot of people absolutely abhor listening to English voices in their Japanese animes, but I don't know. It's easier for me to share anime with people if it's the dub. So like if there's a really nice show that I want to share with maybe my coworkers or my acquaintances, or close friends but not close enough to share Japanese anime, I'll find something with a dub. I'll watch it myself, approve of its quality, and then I'll recommend it. She does a lot of voices, so she's the corporal in Spy Family. Oh, rip. And then yeah, she is the girl who has Chikawa, who owns the dog girl in Laid Back Camp, Yuru Camp. What else does she voice? Yeah, not a huge list here, but a big enough list for me to recognize names or recognize her voice in certain roles. So yeah, I knew it sounded like this character. Yeah, Ina Saito, and then it sounded like Emil. Emil's got a big role in Shangri-La Frontier, and my wife really likes Shangri-La Frontier, so we were able to check that out. Or rather, I was able to. Yeah, we experienced Shangri-La Frontier through the dub. Elias, how's it going? What's up? Good morning. Hope you're doing well. But anyway, that is it for that. And let me close this now. Let's go ahead and do some training. So what I want to do this morning is kind of review everything that we've everything that we've learned, everything that we've I wouldn't want to say discovered, because I hate saying, oh, I discovered this tech, because there's a really good chance I didn't discover it. I just seen it for the first time for myself, and then someone else could have discovered it. all right, and then I'm taking it away from that person. Actually, tech discovery is kind of a dumb thing. I think. Like, I think tech discovery is cool, but to claim it as your own is silly, because that's a little bit too, I don't know. It gives off a very pretentious vibe for me. A little bit too arrogant. Yo, Toast 068, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. But I will say, yo, this is the so-and-so tech. This is the so-and-so thing. Like, if I say this is the Paluna special, for example, when I say that, I mean it in like, in the most, I don't mean it mockingly, by the way. I mean it in a way to like elevate the other person, right? But if I say, yo, this is my tech, and you're not allowed to tell people that it's your tech, like, that's kind of silly. Tech is, I mean, the game is there to be discovered. Everybody, it's all there, so I'm not really discovering it, rather than I'm kind of demonstrating it or revealing it for the first time to myself, you know. Anyway, Toast, hope you do well. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it, man. All right, so let's start off with something cool. I'm gonna, you know what? I'll start doing the coolest looking things first. I'll start doing the coolest looking things because I know and I understand labbing isn't the most interesting thing. So we're gonna go ahead and show the coolest thing of this week. I'm gonna get my opponent to just get hit here and guard after the first hit. There we go. Vanguard, oh, what's up? Yo, Vanguard of Canada, what do you think about the Blue Jays games, eh? Let's go. So this is a very cute thing that we discovered the other day. Yes, I discovered it. Nobody discovered it before me. I was the first person to ever see this, which is very untrue. As soon as I showed this, I mean, I got really excited and surprised. But, oh, it's not happening. What's going on? I think we'll get it. Anyway, a fellow Dizzy player let me know that this is something that had already been discovered, quote unquote. It's not working anymore though. Huh, what's going on? Spider-Man, how's it going? What's up? Vanguard, I'll read that in just a moment. Okay, well anyway, we get something here. Okay, we're gonna get just an extended combo, I suppose. What if I did it with, I think it works better if I did it with a heavy McKill sword. There it is. So there's a wall stick there, but then the fish unsticks the wall. And you can actually do a, show it one more time. You can continue the combo if you're fast enough with the heavy McKill sword, or if it sticks with the S sword, which it did before. You can continue the combo pretty easily. It's a funny wall on stick combo, and I just wanted to show this first. A little bit of a tech thing here. What? I had something. What the? Didn't this work before? Without the use of like any parameter changes, like instant wall stick? I'm pretty sure this worked before. Yeah. What happened? There it is. and it resets the wall health. There you go. Let me just show that on the recordings to prove that it is happening. Okay, anyway, hope you're all doing well. What's up? It's a day of the week dependent combo. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it says temperamental as pitching in baseball, right? Some days you're better, some days you're not. Is it because I hit my opponent while standing? I think. There we go. You can only do it on Thursdays. I did it twice today, so we're feeling pretty good. Self-Officer says, yeah, I think the other condition is wall has to be off screen when fish is sub. Oh, okay, I see. So the health of the wall regenerates, basically. This is what the Dizzy players have said in the Discord, and I wasn't there when it happened. This is a couple months ago. Self-Officer says to me. But it seems like the wall regenerates its health. Like, this is the theory. The wall regains its health from when the fish was summoned, and you have to not be looking at the wall. You have to be out of range of the wall. Yeah. Show me your true form. How's it going? My true form is me without this hat, and I'm very bald. I don't want to show it to you. If I show it to you, you're going to be repulsed. I may look like a little bit... I may look like Liu Kang right now, maybe with a beard, but then if I take my hat off, then I'll look like Shang Tsung. That's my true form. So Vanguard asks, hi Nagai, I'd like to ask you straight on, were you hoping for rework or not? The more I think about it, the more I can't decide. I wanted her wings of light to be downsized to 8 seconds, I think. Was I hoping for it? I think secretly I was. I mean, I don't think I would like to admit it as much, because I understand that people love this form of Dizzy, and they've put so much time and effort in this particular Dizzy, this Dizzy kit, these Dizzy moves. But me personally, I mean, I also like this form of Dizzy. I like what they've done with her. It's not my Dizzy though. My Dizzy is plus R Dizzy, right? But that's okay. That's okay. I'm also, and like, with that said, I don't want this Dizzy to turn into plus R Dizzy. You know, plus R Dizzy is her own thing. XR Dizzy is her own thing. Strive Dizzy is her own thing. I don't think we should be copying other Dizzies. But selfishly, I did want a rework, simply because I'm just so used to change. Like, I've been able, you know, I have needed to adapt. Let me say that again. I have needed to adapt. Adapting was a necessary thing for me if I wanted to keep playing Dizzy from all different versions. And I'm not even talking about plus R to XR. Even Guilty Gear XX, where plus R is from, Dizzy went through so many different changes, right? I started off playing Midnight Carnival, and then Reload. Fish summons are about the same. FRC timings are different. You know, and then that wasn't too big of a change. But then from Reload Dizzy, then there was Slash Dizzy, which is a lot different because you lost basically your super armor from your fish. Your 2D is a lot slower. Yeah. And then she also didn't have as much health. She would die from like 3 vapor thrusts. She would die from like 3 or 4 volcanic vipers. And then there was there's AC Dizzy. So from Slash to AC, big change there too. Different fish formations. Well, fish formations were generally the same, but you can program your fish now, so you have to think a little bit differently. And then plus R Dizzy was just like everything put together. Yeah, she got her armor back. Basically, fish still attacked. I think fish attacked. Fish was still on the screen no matter which version, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but Midnight Carnival, Reload, Slash, AC, and AC plus R. If you hit Dizzy, the fish was still there. But then I think in Slash, it was a lot easier to hit through the fish. I think that's what it was. Or maybe fish just disappeared. I forget. Yeah, Dizzy changed a lot. But now that we've confirmed that she's not going to get a rework, we can work with what she has right now. Here's a thing that I am thankful for. Because she's not getting reworked, a lot of my tips and stuff are gonna still be relevant. My videos are still gonna be somewhat relevant if she's not gonna get a rework. I'm gonna turn down the lighting here. You got some natural lighting in. But yeah, anyway, I guess I wanted her to be stronger, but in my opinion, Dizzy is a character that is very easy to make insanely overpowered, from a bit weaker to oppressive monster that makes soul cry. I haven't touched her newest video yet, but I hope she's okay with new changes. Yeah, check it out. It's only a small 6-minute video. I do have a video up, everyone, on YouTube, 6-minute video explaining wild assault for Dizzy. You know, the uses of wild assault that my uses of wild assault anyway. And is she really going to miss it? Does she need wild assault to function? And I mean, I don't think after recording the video and after doing all the editing, I'm like, I could have added more and a much more comprehensive answer, but the TLDR is she's going to be okay. The removal of wild assault for her is a necessary sacrifice for like the removal of wild assault for the entire game. Like, you don't need to deal with Gold Lewis's white wall assault. You don't need to deal with like Johnny's far slash wild assault into wall break, you know, as a whiff punish. Stuff like that. So I go over it in my video if you want to check it out. It's in the pinned messages. It's a link. Yeah, I forgot how many digits there are. Yo, Polypat, how's it going? Are we sure she's not gonna get a new one? Are we for sure she is not getting one now? I mean, it seemed like that's what they were saying in the video. The dev interview said for sure they're gonna have Happy Chaos and Asuka. And I took that as there's nobody else gonna get one. No one else is gonna get one. She's gonna be weaker, but everyone's weaker. Yeah. Show me your form says, I saw your video. Funny how integral the move is for her, where my character just loses a super and she never used any weapons free. Yeah, she does lose a pretty critical thing for her. Yeah, unfortunately, but it's okay. We can work without her. In fact, I'm working on setups that don't require wild assault. I'll show you guys one more thing, or at least a couple more things here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. This is something I've been working on. I won't build up to it, I'll just show it to you. So you throw with Wings of Light. You do a frame kill setup with 2S and then fish summon. So it's not very uncommon to get a guard crush into Wings of Light and then you throw your opponent. This is very common. And we can go for Fuzzy. So I went for like an early JK, early jump on the JK, which gave me a safe jump low. But I want to get something a little bit more interesting. I want to get a Fuzzy. Okay, that was a little bit deep. That could have worked, but I don't like that recording. Let's do it one more time. Yeah, Badman White Wall Assault is gone finally. Yes. And all the other ones. Who else is there? Nago. It used to be Potemkin, right? Remember Potemkin with White Wall Assault? Or does he still have it? I forget. Jeez, it's crazy. There we go. 2S summon. Okay, that was also a little bit deep. But I just want to show you guys that this is a Fuzzy. This is a little bit too high, actually. Not the perfect. So if they block the first hit high, then down back block. Not perfect. Let me redo it. Obviously, I need to practice a little bit more. Especially at the beginning. But you're going to see that the Wings of Light triggers after I open my opponent up with the Fuzzy. I'm dropping a little bit too late. And I'm using the round timer as a kind of a timing aid to jump. So So I jump just right before. There we go. That's... Oh. I overshot it there too. Okay, one more time. This does have, like, obviously an element of manual timing. But if you get it, I feel like this is really going to reward you. I'm not getting it, am I? Okay, let's try one more time. I think I'm coming down with the JK maybe a little bit too early. Let's see here. There you go. Look at that. And hey, if your fuzzy didn't work, if I did the blockchain properly, you still continue your pressure. So you'll Arvang, is that how you say it? Arvang? Arvagni? I feel like they're gonna give Gold Lewis compensation buff since they nerfed his fire slash when they introduced wall assault. Are they going to? Did they do that? I forgot that they nerfed the far slash. Crazy Puck, how's it going? In the dev interview, the dev mentioned the counter blitz is going to 60. Do you think they're going to revert or change the grab back to 6H? No, I don't think so. So obviously 6D, 4 dust, and back dust are your throws. But remember the conditions you needed for counter blitz? You needed the counter hit situation, right? So if you did 2D into 6D, your 60 is not going to come out. In fact, if it's not even or even 5H, right? 5H, none of these buttons cancel into your throw, so you're going to be okay. Even if you did it on whiff when you don't meet those conditions, right? You're still going to cancel into nothing, so it's okay. Yeah, I heard at least a few people ask about that actually, but you don't need to change anything else, right? It's okay to, like, you don't have to worry about whiffing a throw unless you're like literally just mashing. So 2D and then you're mashing 6D, crouching dust, and you're mashing 4 dust. Yeah, you're gonna get a whiff throw, but you're not gonna be doing that in an actual match. What you're gonna be doing is like fishing for a counter hit. Either you're fishing for it, or you are OSing it, or you're hit confirming it, which I think it's very possible to do. So if you look at my inputs, for example, right, and I'll just show you guys this. So I'm doing 2D into 6D, nothing comes out, right? Had this been version 2.0, would have canceled into counter blitz. I was going to say wall assault. So normally I would like do this with Corsica back slash, kind of like how in Street Fighter you would do crouching medium kick into Hadouken. I'm talking about Street Fighter 2, right? It's like it's a thing where that you do, like you buff your input, right? And then you rely on making contact with your opponent to cancel into something. So you can do that. Now you can take it one step further and do, you know, that input, 2D into Mikhail sword, a buffered input, and then immediately do Corsica forward slash, right? So nothing comes out on whiff. Actually, you know what? Nothing comes out on whiff. On normal hit, you get your Mikhail sword. Again, look at my inputs. Corsica back slash, Corsica forward slash. Oh, that wasn't good. That's too fast. Alright, be careful not to overextend it and do half circle motions. But in general, yeah, you're gonna get either Mikhail sword, nothing, or on counter hit, you're gonna get, drum roll, ice spike, right? So and of course this would give you a lot more options for damage and setups, right? So you can take it, well, same level, but a different move. You can do Corsica back slash, Corsica back heavy slash, right? because core circle back slash, a regular McHale sword, on big counter hit, you don't get very much out of it, right? You just get big counter hit, you get damage, you may get OTG's ice spike. If you get core circle back heavy slash though, heavy McHale sword, you can get like a full pickup, right? Full pickup into wall break. And if you did it on whiff, nothing comes out. Ooh, unless you mess up your inputs and get that. So core circle back slash, core circle back heavy slash. A little bit complicated with the hands, not gonna lie. But that's where counter blitz comes in, right? Instead of doing a double core circle back or multiple different motions, all you gotta do is core circle back slash forward dust, right? So then if you did counter blitz, if you did that motion, counter blitz should override the initial cancel, which is core circle back slash your each McHale sword. Now, how do you know I'm not just telling you this and you're taking my word for it, right? I could just be saying this and actually be inputting core circle back heavy slash, right? And lying to you, right? But you guys are seeing my inputs, right? But that's not good enough. Let's actually record my inputs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do crouching dust. I'm gonna record it and I'm just gonna play it back to myself to make sure to prove that it's actually something that to prove that it's actually an OS, right? So I'll do core circle back slash core circle forward slash. Actually, let's do heavy slash. So this is that's on counter hit. On normal hit, should be McHale sword. Yeah, look at that. Same inputs. And then again, ice spike on counter hit, and on block. This is what we want on block. We want McHale sword, if anything, because it's going to be your airtight string, right? It's your gapless string. Anyway, so 6D being on counter blitz being on 6D for dust, even though it's your throw input, isn't going to impact a whole lot. In fact, anything in terms of what you already are doing. Yeah, counter blitz on 6D exclusively on a counter hit is yeah, it's pretty exclusive. Sophisar says, I don't think it technically overlaps the counter blitz, only happens on heavy counter hit from special cancel normals. I imagine counter blitz will take priority over grab, the input reader in context. Isn't it just like a cancelable thing? Like, I don't know. I guess we'll find out in a couple weeks from now. I might be misremembering, but I think they did. Let's hope. Yeah, we'll see. You can do it totally on reaction. Yeah, and I feel like you can do it on reaction. Like, there's so much time for you to like do something. Do a button, a forward button on reaction. It'd be a bad idea for them to change such an important input this many years into the game to implement a new situational mechanic, and I think they know that. Yeah, I think it's totally fine. Avern says, can you do OS with H sword too, or is it just ice spike? Yes, you can do it with it. You can do it with heavy sword. It's just easier to see the ice spike visually. But if you can, I'll do the same OS here. So that should be it. There we go. You can tell that it's a heavy McHale sword based on how Dizzy holds up her arm. Like that. And then it's a big wing. And then this is on a regular hit. On regular hit or block, there you go. It's simply just regular McHale sword. Right? And on a regular hit, the guy's famous for lying to us. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a bad habit. Can you explain it again so I can level it out myself? Yeah, for sure. Okay, so what you want to do, I'll slow it down. Whatever, so let's just do 2D because it's a good, like, good button. Not a good button to push in neutral. It is a good button to push in neutral. I gotta be careful not to say it's the button to push in neutral because people can whip punish you. Anyway, so if you're just trying to like check them, right? Ankle check them. It's simply, quote unquote, it's simply the button, 2D, core circle back slash, core circle back heavy slash. And then you do it, I wouldn't say as fast as you can. You want to do it in quick succession, but you don't want to do it too fast. If you do it too fast, heavy McKill sword will come out, right? You gotta just do it in rather like a fast tempo, but not like rapid speed. So here it is. And then I'm gonna get myself counter hit. And heavy McKill sword. There you go. Now, with that said, I talk about this sort of thing a lot, and I show it in the lab a whole lot, but I don't often do it in an actual match because it's there's so many inputs, and I do play on stick as well. It might be easier to kind of dial this input in if you play on hitbox or something, but for me it's a little bit difficult. So again, 2D into quarter circle back slash, and then quarter circle back heavy slash in a moderate allegro tempo. It's do one input and then do the other. Yeah, the idea is using the buffer window time limit. The first one comes out on normal hit, the second one will override the first if big counter hit. Yeah, that's right. All right, so going back to this one, I want to showcase this particular setup. Not an OS or anything like that, but very, very cute fuzzy. I want to continue the block string. I guess I could do JPP on the way down, but I don't want to accidentally break the wall on the double punch. There we go. And of course, when you get the fuzzy in the wall slump, you can either break the wall if you like, or continue your pressure. I would maybe do a double fish summon right here. Now this could also work as a safe jump, but I'm gonna check if I actually hit on meaty, and I did, which is good. Well, meaty enough anyway. So I held up back on defense and I got hit while grounded, meaning it was pretty close to being a meaty. And if I super here, look at that. So this works as like a safe jump fuzzy. If they actually have a meterless DP, then it's a little bit more difficult to safe jump this. But if they have a super that has a flash freeze, which all supers do, a reversal super basically, they have to spend 50% meter to do reversal. You can punish it. Block it and punish it. Yeah, you got the OS? Hell yeah. Oh, Rick, how's it going, man? What's up? Did it work? Let me make sure my stream elements are working here. Did that work? Good morning. Oh, I didn't turn on my Mix It Up app, so none of my stream elements are currently active. So I'll show it a few times while I do this. That's really cool. And then you can just fuzzy like that. Okay. Alright, let's do some tests for my stream. There we go. Does this work? There we go. That's working now. Okay. So another thing, what else do we want to kind of review? I made a tip on this actually. I made a tip on what I'm about to do, which is kind of figuring out how to work with wall slump and the wall stick. Wall stick, wall slump, and like the flash freeze. Actually, let me set this up. So I've been using like frame kill setups, trying to predict when the wall stick would happen to like auto time my fish to hit meaty, to bite on meaty. Like, let me show you guys what I was doing, and I don't ever do this anymore, or at least I don't do it as often. So if you know that they're gonna wall stick, instant air dash with a throw, and then you get this plus 60 fish, right? Like, I thought this was amazing when I found out. I mean, it is still good because it's very hard to get a plus 60 fish, or plus 59 plus 60 fish. There we go. Again, instant air dash has to happen all before the actual freeze frame. Instant air dash right here. Fish. And then the fish is... I think... Did it say plus 53? Damn. Maybe I did it wrong. No. The thing I want them to change for 2.0 is giving her a better 6P and letter and less meter donation. That'd be nice. Okay, so I messed this up. It said plus 53, but you can get like plus 60 here. I keep messing it up. Plus 56, okay. Anyway, okay, maybe it is a crappy situation. A crappy setup. Huh, okay, anyway. But the point is, I always did that. Instant air dash into throw whiff, and then I summon the fish. And if I didn't wall stick, if I miscalculated and I didn't wall stick, then it's a problem, right? I run in, you know, instant air dash did something really big that I whiffed, and then they punished me. So one thing that I want to be doing now, I've been trying it out, is that if I wall stick, like if I didn't know, if I ended my combo off with a ice spike, ice freeze, and I didn't know it's gonna wall stick, the mentality is just dash. No matter what, just dash. Expect no wall stick, expect to continue your combo, and use the wall stick freeze, a flash freeze, as a timing aid to jump. And that will perfectly time a fish on the way down to be like plus 58 or something like that. So I'm not too sure. There it is. Jump. Summon fish. Fish is plus 63. I didn't think it would be that positive. Damn, that's the most positive fish I've ever got in this situation here. Alright. Try to do it again. Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch, Grange. 58 sounds like something that just sounds like something some made up. Yeah, I don't know. You saw it though, right? That was 50. That was 63. You can do a lot with a fish. Okay, that's plus 63 on hit. I need to get my opponent to block. I'll block myself. So let's just do block settings, guard after hit. There you go. I'm used to plus 8 being nuts. Well, technically you did get like a hard knockdown, so... You get a hard knockdown. That's a little bit of an early jump, actually. You saw me do my jump animation. There it is. Plus 59. Plus 59. Okay. I mean, it's no different than something like this, though, right? You just throw them. You're plus 57. Damn, you're more positive than a throw knockdown. How about 2D? 2D into nothing plus 47. 2D into Wings of Light, you're plus 43. Okay, so this is actually a pretty damn good knockdown, quote unquote knockdown situation with the fish bite. Okay, so sometimes though, you don't know if you will wall stick. So the wall stuck there. So let's just go with Mikhail Sword to H into this. Will it wall stick? No, it didn't. So we want to go in expecting them to... This is the mentality anyway. go on expecting to continue a combo, and then actually you can even like push a button during that flash freeze, and nothing will come out. That's interesting. Hold up. So, did you hear or see my button? I was gonna go continue my combo, quote unquote continue my combo, but nothing came out. So, there you go. And what do you do if you actually hit your opponent? Oopsies. Yeah, do that. Something like that. Yo, Z Voltron, how's it going? What's up? Hope you're doing well. How's it going? I'm used to +8 already being nuts. I play chips, so that's kind of really why. Yeah, wall stick, you can buffer something and overwrite, then put into something else. Yeah. In this case, the flash freeze kind of helps you not do anything. Guild Beast _, how's it going? Good morning. And also, Garangi, thanks for the stretch and hydrate. I am drinking green tea today. Deciding to maybe cut back on the coffee. Coffee, you know, obviously coffee keeps you awake. If I drink it too late in the day, then it's gonna prevent me from sleeping. But usually that effect, the caffeinated effect, the wakefulness effect of coffee isn't what disturbs my sleep as much as the diuretic effect of it, right? It makes you use the washroom more. So that's not that bad either. The big thing for me right now is the big thing for me right now for coffee is that it's giving me heartburn. And like I'll lie down and I feel like something coming up a little bit, just a little bit of like salivation. Or what seems like salivation. And that like wakes me up. I wake up coughing, right? So I think my chronic use of caffeine has been, or rather of coffee has been exacerbating that and preventing me from sleeping very well. I can tell because if I sleep on my left side, or rather if I sleep on my right side, like I get even worse sleep. And when you do that, your stomach is like placed in a way where it's tipping over into your esophagus. So they say if you're sleeping and if you're a side sleeper, you want to sleep on your left side so your stomach's opening. The cardiac sphincter isn't like, you know, your stomach isn't draining into your cardiac sphincter. It sounds like a funny word, but it's the opening in your stomach that's between the esophagus and your stomach. And then was that what it's called? Cardiac sphincter, and then there's a pyloric sphincter. I don't know, I forgot. I should know this stuff. Given my profession, I should know this stuff, like for sure. Is green tea caffeinated? It is. It's got some like natural like caffeinated properties, but it's not as bad as coffee. Green tea also has apparently a lot of good effects to it too. It's good for your teeth. Helps calm you down sometimes. I don't know. My grandma drinks green tea every morning, and she's like in the triple digits right now. So, and she's got a full set of teeth. So I think green tea has something in it. And you know, Japanese people, they live the longest on average. I'm also drinking my little bit of Kool-Aid, counteracting any kind of positive effects with negative effects here in my Dragon Quest cup. Yo, Strangler, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. We're gonna do some lobby matches now. If you guys want to join, feel free. Strangler, hope you're doing well. Dragon Quest is an RPG game, right? It is. It's like a classic RPG from way back when to now. Turn-based RPG. I grew up playing this, or watching my brother play this. That and Final Fantasy. Well, this cup though, this is my fine china. Funny story. We got this at a UFO catcher, like one of those grab machines in Japan. And I probably spent more money on this little cup. It's just a glass cup. Than like a silver goblet. So like when I'm trying to be extra fancy, I'm like, honey, bring out the fine china. And then this is the cup. It may not look like it, but it was worth more, to me anyway, than any fancy cup I've ever bought in my entire life. Yeah, Swangler says, I wanted to know if Counterblitz is really good on counter. It should be. It is the only thing, it is a conditional attack that you can do only on big counter hit. So it better be good on counter hit. My question is, does it hard knockdown wall break? Does it hard knockdown on the wall break? That's my big question. I don't think it's revealed whether that is the case or not. 200 MS. I don't. Oh, 1000 MS. I think we will bounce. Still going through character crisis. Says Storm Seas. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Zevotron Dragon Quest is a long-standing RPG series. Oh, try this guy. Who is the best counters in this game? Ooh, that's a good question. The best counters in this game? Anyone who can like kill you off it, I suppose? That's a good question. I feel like big strike throw characters are great on counter hit. Like Soul, easy one. Slayer. Slayer's huge on getting counter hits. Soul Chip, okay, yeah, I agree with that. Faust is good too. Who's got the best close slash counter combo though? I guess that doesn't matter for counter blitz. Counter blitz is only can only be applied on like the big counter hits such as like Dust, Heavy Slash. I'm just spreading the agenda, the Faust agenda. So that's not true. I'm being lied at. Scar Big Ball. You know what? I am not very good against Mei, so this would be good. Don't forget Pot. That's true. I mean, I thought about Pot. I didn't say it. I thought that was, like, I wasn't too sure. I just get destroyed by Pots and his wall assault. Not wall assault, counter hits. Alright, let's see if anyone's playing on West Coast. So the big HS enjoyers win with counter blitz. Here's the thing. No, maybe not. Because, oh, the big ones, yes. But the characters that currently thrive on the big counter hit, maybe they don't like counter blitz a whole lot because they already have like a really strong big counter hit combo, right? It's so bright in this room. I'm gonna turn on automatic exposure. I don't usually do this, but this is gonna help with the brightness. I guess characters that really didn't capitalize off the big counter hit situation, like if they didn't have a big combo, those characters would benefit from counter blitz. Oh, there's nobody here. I guess we should think about which characters often get the big counter hit. The first character that comes into mind is Geo. Geo's 2D is like, it's so, like, it's such a safe move to throw out. I think Testament could really benefit from counter blitz. 2H is a really good move to throw out, and it's like, it takes a long time to come out, but it recovers really quick. Oh yeah, Jackal with the 2D, I can see that. Johnny and Kai don't really have good heavy slash moves. Yo, Korean Deer, how's it going? Maybe the real Raw Assault where the rage... where the rage quits... Well, sorry, excuse me. Maybe the real wall assaults where the rage quits we got along the way. That's true. Very philosophical. Very insightful. I always got me. I hate my autocorrects. Jill can get a full combo from counter hit 2D already without walls, so I don't know. Yeah, that's true. She's got a really high frequent hitting 2H and or 2D, and she already gets something out of it. I think maybe yeah, Jackos are 2D'ing like that's the only move they know. Gilbeast, thank you so much for the follow, by the way. I don't know if I said that, but thank you. But I think Testament's 2H. I like that move. Testament's 2H and Testament's 6H. They don't get very much off of it as it is, right? What do you get off of the counter at 6H? Like Arbiter Sign, right? You did thanks. Oh, thank you so much. I don't know how the video is doing. I put it up, it seemed to be doing okay, and then I'm like, let's just stream. I want to play game. When I make a video, I don't get very much time to like play games. So this is me making up for it. Against Asuka, I think Mikhail's sword is really good. Like S Mikhail's sword. Do I get it? Okay, I got... Oh, okay, that worked out. That worked out. I gotta get in the habit of not doing 2k Fire Spear there. Test 2H. Yeah, they're pretty solid moves. Testament's 2H and 6H. Charge Grave Reaper into full combo, I thought. Sometimes Grave Reaper doesn't actually reach, right? Heavy Grave Reaper is like what you want to do. Oh shit, I committed to it, but that's okay. Yeah, like on the tip 6H from Testament, if you're charging heavy Grave Reaper, I'm charging up like I'm doing a slap shot for hockey. If you're doing heavy Grave Reaper, it's not gonna reach, right? On the tip of 6H. Maybe if you have the awareness, you do like 6H counter it into like throw your bird out. Crow 5k pickup, yeah, that's right. I always check critter if a critter has Twitch. They put up. Oh, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Okay, I need more Mikhail swords, right? Okay, this is where you don't want. I feel like even though you want to deal damage right now, even though it seems like you want to be doing what do I want to say here? Against Asuka, I feel like a lot of the moves that may intuitively seem like they'll work, like Fire Spear to deflect projectiles or full screen Ice Spike, they're like too slow. Well, Ice Spike anyway is too slow, and Fire Spear doesn't deflect these cubes, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Okay, he's gonna burst. Oh, it didn't burst. There we go. Let's go. Storm says, I think... Hey, Nagai, I think I realize that I really like high damage characters, so I want to ask which characters I should try to solve the character crisis. So Grande says Nago, Slayer, Soul, or Gold Lewis. Those are good picks. Other than that, is Ramlethal a high damage character anymore? She used to be. But yeah, if you want big damage, Slayer for sure. She's got no... No wall stick. Does this work? Oh no! Got his mana back. First. Alright, let's go. Pot's a good one too. Yeah, pot's a good one. Big damage. Testing things out. Hi Will, how's it going? Are you doing viewer matches or just playing? I'm just playing right now, but if you guys want to do viewer matches, I wouldn't be opposed to it. In Strive, you pick characters that do high damage for sanity. Mei is high damage. Ram is fairly low damage, average, I'd say. Is that right now? She used to be like the biggest damage character in the game, or at least a very high damage character, and puts herself in like really good situations for good damage. But yeah, if you guys want to play, I'm down. I'll just do first to threes with strangers, and then if you guys want to play, we'll do first to threes. Oh, I want to play Axel or Ram, the Link. But I don't know. I play Dizzy, so every character seems like they're high damage. Dizzy can be high damage. Dizzy can do the most damage, but you just need the right situation. All the different conditions need to be met. The stars must be aligned. If you're playing Hokuto no Ken, you have to like take away all their stars to get the fatal KO. No, I think I can pick that up. Stick or what? There we go. Yo, fight in game. How's it going? I'm playing Axel right now. I'm copper because I'm only fighting 3K levels. So I can't tell what they're doing. Oh, how do you find the game? Do you enjoy playing Axel? Oh. Sorry, I said that kind of weird, didn't I? A case so bad they want to win. Oh shit, Tamale. Remember when that move like just destroyed you? Ramathal literally had a touch death against not Axel, against Chip. Chip would do like Gammon Blade, put up his clone, and then Ramathal would like Mortal Battle both Chip and the clone, and he'd take full damage. Literally a touch of death. Chip is high damage nowadays, but I think it's limited to rope combos. I think the most true high damage character off of like just a few hits is Potemkin. Like you get big damage off the Potemkin Buster. You can like do even more damage off it with a cancel, and then just his normal combos seem to do big damage. But then again, I played Dizzy, so that could be why. Everyone who fights Dizzy seems to do big damage. Oh, double. Okay, see now is not a good time to burst because he's got enough blood. Okay, I want to burst when he's maybe 3. Okay, let's go on. weird. When he's between 2 and 3, that's when I want to burst. I said I'd burst then, but when he's 2 or 3, but I failed on that. Oh, nice. I'm getting lucky here. Ooh, that was nice. 2S to low profile the JS. Alright. Big damage character. I said my game plan, but I didn't go with it. Really quick bites though. Dashed in. Okay, trying to be fancy. There we go. Let's back off. Not today. Oh. We're okay, right? All right. Very bitey. I'm getting conditioned to think that now. Don't burst yet. Wait until he's used up some blood. Not good. Okay, at least we took care of that burst. Apply a little bit of objective-based gaming. Nice. So we're head and burst. Try one of my new tricks. Oh shit! What happened there? What happened was I hit a little bit too deep. Oh, nice. My JK was a little bit too deep. If it's a deep JK, I shouldn't... I mean, I should probably just go for it. Just go for deep JK and then go for a low. If I'm not too sure. Because, like, the worst case scenario, they block if they don't have any resources, and then they have to wait for my Wings of Light to pop. Okay, I'm gonna run up in 5H. Let it rock. You freeze a little bit when you hit my fish. Let it rock a little bit. Okay. At least we gotta get full meter. I feel this player is smart enough to bait it out. Oh, not? Okay. Shit. Corax51, how's it going? What's up? Thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate Corax. Do it. The amount of actives that extend when Naga hits 2H is unreal. The screen freezes. Even the screen freezes. Oh, no, he froze because my fish made contact. He made contact with my fish. Little old tactic where you get them to interact with your fish and then you like just nail them from afar. Yeah. It was nice. Well, blood. Shit. Deer Sea Bite. I failed. I flunked that one. That was a really bad round for me. Oh, nice. That was a sick pickup. Oh, shit. Oops. Woo. Yeah, what a scramble. Oh! I was not expecting that. I should have been paying more attention. I had the, it sucks. I had the conditions to win when I had, they had level 2 to 3. Had really good resources, but I botched it up. That's all good. Not the pop, yeah. Alright, GG's. GG's. That was sick. I interact with the pop. No, that's a rookie mistake. Alright, GG's, man. Comet Cow. Cometo Cow, how's it going? Thanks so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. I made a lot of different fumbles too. Amelia Estevez. Oh, look at the... What? That's like the best connection I've ever had in my entire life. The life of today, anyway. Ugh. I wonder if I should change my music. Yeah, I totally messed it up too. That the last round. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I remember I didn't do what I wanted to do, which was win. Oh, the doc, MMD, sure. I do need more practice against Lucy. Oh, no, sorry, not Lucy, Unica. Also Lucy, I do need practice against her. Okay. Dash block. Is Park better than ranked? I'm finding more matches with Park, that's for sure. But I should play ranked. Terry, how's it going? Almost 700 hours in Stride, I feel like I'm still a beginner. I feel like I should be better than the amount of time I've put into this game. Oh shit. I got 1k more than that. Nice. And I'm still pretty bad. Says hi, Will. Yeah, I can improve too. I feel like I need a lot more work to be where I want to be anyway. Shit. That's gonna be okay. That's some form of a frame kill setup there. Henry, how's it going? What's up? Good morning. If you think about it, relatively fighting game experience carries from game to game. That's true. What you learn from one game, will carry on to the next. Same thing with the Guilty Gear franchise, right? I used a lot of what I know from Guilty Gear Plus R. I use that information to... How do I say this? I use what works in Plus R, the information anyway. I try to emulate it in this game. And if I can, it works very well. It's just... Dizzy and Strive is not the character to try to emulate Dizzy in Plus R. A character that's closer to Dizzy and Plus R is actually, I find, Bridget. So Bridget worked very... Like, when I played Bridget, it felt very natural to me. Ken Goat. The road is long, but I hope everyone gets to where they want to be. Yeah, exactly. I don't think I'll ever be happy unless I'm, like, the best. Oh, well, happy... Happy is not the right word, but... I will not be content until I win an Evo or something like that. Not gonna happen in a long time, but one can dream. I think it's healthy to have lofty dreams like that, you know? It's healthy to dream big, even at an old age like me. Yes, again. Oh shit, I should block confirm that. Or hit confirm it. Oh wait, I'm about to die, hold up. I'll wake up super. No! I didn't realize how far behind I was. If I can top 8 my stack local, that'd be nice. I was always the best in my local, but my local isn't very big. And then when I went to like the big cities, I just well, I did pretty good. I would do like second. I would be like second place a whole lot, and then I would be like first place every once in a while. Oh shit, what am I doing? I gotta follow my own advice. Gotta follow my own advice. Then it gets harder and smaller to see. Is 5p frame kill for Oki? In that case it is. I think I could have killed with the first one. 2k2d Mikhail sword, baby. Yeah, 5p in that case is a frame kill. Let me show you what I'm doing there. And I'll take a break. Oh, I gotta run ads. Forgot.
Huh?
2k2d. Oh, is that gold ship? Damn. Let me show you. Let me show you the power of 2k2d. Actually, 2k2d in one particular case is like kind of my favorite thing. and that's after a ice spike freeze on hit. So I'll do this. I'll show you what I do, and I'll show you what I'm trying to work on. So let's get that freeze. 2k duty over here after the freeze pops, or after the freeze dissipates. P-fish, right? And you've been seeing me do this a whole lot. 5D. Right. So perfectly times a 5D. Right. No guard. For now. And if you get lucky, you get a cool wall stick. But you can also do 5P. 5P 2K, which is a pretty telegraphed thing. But it really helps time that. It really helps time the 2K. So let me show you. Oopsies. My bad. Right. So if I held up back after the knockdown, yeah, the 2K is gonna ground me. You can backdash, but then the presence of that fish will catch the backdash, or at least, like, it's not a complete lockdown. Like, it won't punish the backdash, but it'll lock them down a little bit, so backdash isn't always the answer there. It's not the best answer. So that's kind of cool. You can kind of couple it with a throw. 5P into throw. It's a kind of a cute tick throw setup. And ways to avoid a tick throw is, like, you know, backdash, right? Backdash would be airborne. So if they, like, fuzzy jump, for instance, they hold back a little bit and then they up back. That fish will kind of lock them down. They'll fall down. And the person, in this case, I timed it right. The Dizzy doing the tick grab is +3. It's not always positive, though. And then you can take it one step further. Right? And then you do, like, if you're going to spend meter for a 5D anyway, and they're blocking it, you can spend the meter, like, sorry, excuse me. If you're going to spend the meter on 5D for conversion, and they're starting to block that, you might as well add this to your layer too to trick them, you know, for people who are really good at blocking 5Ds. 5D's nuts. Okay. Did I time it right though? I'm gonna hold, I didn't even record it. Okay, once again. This is a little bit trickier for me to time. I need to work on this. These are like one of these. These are one of these things that are like almost universal with every character. I gotta work on the conversion there. These are like, yeah, every character has some form of this, where they cancel their 5D into a low, and you'll often see it in like super high level play. Like if this looks super basic to you, I mean, it's not the most complicated thing, but I have seen people in top 8 use this sort of thing, right? It's not something that we should just totally write off because it doesn't look interesting. My local's holding a monthly tournament. I'm gonna go watch, have fun with it. Oh yeah, thank you. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy the stream. I'm actually gonna go ahead and pause for a bit. I'm gonna hit the BRB. Just gonna get some more snacks for me, and then we'll run ads so we prevent pre-rolls. But yeah, let's just take a break, take a nice 3-4 minute break, and when we come back we will do some more matches. If you guys want to do player matches, let's go ahead and do it. Maybe I will dive into doing some ranked matches after all this. I would like to, but ranked matches, I find I'm interacting less with chat, and not only that, but I'm not finding very many matches. So if I'm doing player matches, I can watch chat, I can talk to you guys, and it's not too stressful. And we get more games. So it's like a win-win for streaming. But I should do some streamed ranked matches. You guys want to see me lose? You guys want to see me suffer? All right, let us take a break, and when we come back, we'll do some matches. All right, BRB. All right, back. Get some games going. Actually, before we do that, I was thinking maybe I should. Maybe it was my wife blew me a kiss. Should figure out what I want to do on certain situations that I'm trying. Better if I explain. One sec here. One sec. So I often throw my opponent out of the corner like this, and yo, Gagnon, how's it going? What's up? Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. I often throw my opponent out of the corner. Did I say it right? Gagnon? Gagnon? Isn't it like the didn't Pioneer, like the company, the anime publishing company, changed the name to Gagnon? I don't know. Anyway. So there's a situation where I throw my opponent out of the corner because I got like wall assault on or whatever. But then they just get the burst back, or they have their burst at that time when that happens, right? They get the burst back, or they have burst, and I'm like, okay, well, this looks like a situation where I should. This is what I want to do, right? I want to do a side swap. But I'm thinking like my opponent wants to burst. If they burst, not the worst thing actually. I get pushed over to the other side. I don't get corner swaps, so maybe I should just commit to it. Maybe I should just commit to the dash cancel, because I'm always going to get corner swapped, or swapped from the corner into the other side. It looks like I might get bursted into the corner. No, but I don't, which is nice, which is really, really nice actually. I gotta remember that. But lately I've been trying to do like a burst bait off the first hit, and I gotta if I'm gonna do that, I gotta make sure I have a combo. I'm already getting laundry started. You nailed the first one, Gagnon? I forgot how I said it the first time. So there's that. You can just like 5k and then jump cancel. This will burst bait. But if they don't burst, at least I want a cool combo afterwards. So what can I do? I think I can do like a falling JK pickup. Let's test it out. Let's try it out. Right? Not quite. What can I do? A double punch? Actually, do I need to? Do I even need to hit them on the way down? Can I land and do a button? No, I gotta push a button. Buttermancer says, yo, how's it going, Buttermancer? Hope you're doing well. Just asking for matchup advice, but when Dizzy goes for the Kara dash chestnut loops, is the main counterplay just FD? Yes, actually. FD and wait it out. I'll show you in just a sec here. Let me just complete this thought and I'll show you the counterplay. Oh my gosh. I gotta figure this out. 5k into... what if we did close slash jump cancel? That's interesting. If we just want to commit to a... Well, we don't get very much out of that. No, it's gotta be 5k. Let's do a double punch on the way down. No, or maybe just one punch? Oh, we don't get very much, do we? How about an air dash? Like a JK into an air dash. It's a JK, but I did JS. Oof. Not getting a whole lot. Perhaps just dash canceling is the okay thing to do. I guess, you know what, we can probably get underneath him a little bit if we're gonna really commit to if we're really gonna commit to a burst bait. Like if we get under them a little bit, like dash under then 5k, it's gonna ruin whatever else that we're trying to do. But if it enhances the burst bait combo, why not? Do I get anything off that? I don't think so. That was a little bit of a good micro dash. Okay, I think it's gotta be a JP. But we don't get very much, do we? Oh. Okay, we're just gonna dash cancel right underneath then. I think that's the best thing. Love the route exploration, but out of curiosity, what benefits of these routes over her basic Oki? That's a good question. You mean something like this? Like pulling her out of the corner? Like why pull them out of the corner? Then just keep them in the corner? That's a good question. Keeping in the corner is very important, yes. I'm not showing you everything though. So a lot of times I would pull them out of the corner with Wings of Light, for example. And this would help kind of, if you have the proper resources anyway, it's going to help you get a big damage combo off your throw. I'll show you the potential of this. Right. So if they didn't burst from that throw, setting it up with Wings of Light, and this is a pretty realistic setup, you can do potentially like that much damage, for example, right? So if you can kill with that, then go for it, right? But you don't always have full burst or even a burst. Like if you miscalculate. Now I'm asking why you go for the meter throw combo instead of going around. Oh, yeah, good question. That's a really good question. Because if you do have the setup and you got the resources, they don't have burst. So this is you don't need burst to do this, by the way. This Oki here is going to give you damage, and it's also going to cook up that Wings of Light timing. So for instance, and also this is a very interesting kind of Oki setup you can't get with a simple throw into the corner with fish. Setting up your fish in a way that it would follow up from your follow up after your fuzzy overhead. And also if it hits, they continue to get wall stuck. So there you go. I blocked it normally. Wings of Light does damage. You can break the wall, etc. Right? If they block that, you're still gonna be okay, because Wings of Light's about to pop. So this is just like a way to put everything together, using all of Dizzy's different tools, right? And then, of course, if they block that, you would continue your pressure. And I think it's cool too. There are different basic Oki that you can do. Like, you can do that. You can do a fuzzy off of, like, you know, without that setup, right? Just throw them in the corner, 5p, frame kill, jump, JK. You don't get a whole lot out of that. I just think this is a really, really cool way to kind of line everything up in terms of timing and distancing so that the fish would bite exactly how you want it. And you can play around with that. gives a little bit more personalization to your gameplay. So Buttmancer is having struggles with fire spear loops, the chestnuts loops. So Dizzy's would do this, right? So when the chestnut whiffs at the end there, right? I am sweating. Right? Right, I'm sweating when it whiffs. So you want that you want the first hit of the chestnut, the first hit of the fire spear as Necro's throwing it all up. You want that to whiff. And you can facilitate that with FD, for example. So if I FD the first hit, 5k, then the 2 whiffed fire spears, right? So the goal is to just prevent her from making contact with the initial hit of the fire spear. The first CJR, I hope you're doing well. Thanks so much for the messages. Not gonna lie, I never thought of doing something like that, and the route is sick. Definitely gives more to think about in the lab. Also, whiff 2S frame kill for the fish timing. It is, yeah. So you can do more with that too. The whiff 2S. No, you don't have to do it. You really don't have to do the fuzzy there, right? You can keep it simple. Keep it simple with just a dash up 5D. I just like interesting instant overheads. Oh. I like the setup too because it seems to have standard enough timing. Oopsies. It seems to be easy enough too. It's kind of difficult for me right now. There we go, you want to get behind. So here... Like if you can time your 5D to hit on meaty, like that's actually not a bad setup. I'll show you the frame data of that too. Let's just do it without wings for now. So you gotta be a little bit later on that. I guess you can use visual aids here too if you want to time your 5D. Like where on the screen do you want to put your 5D? Or you can just do it by feeling. I usually do it by feeling. Once I get the timing down, I'll get it somewhat consistent. So you're plus 12 there on block. Okay, so let's just make sure I'm getting the timing right. I'm gonna throw on wake up. Seemed pretty tight. I didn't get the counter hit, but I didn't get the hit either. Just throw again. Mash throw. Okay, yeah. So that's pretty good. And if you can imagine yourself with Wings of Light should pop right after the 5D hits. Right, and then of course you can combo. You don't need a combo after that. Just let this wall slump happen. Yeah, meaty tap dust. I should lab that too. Meaty tap dust with a follow-up. Like, I guess for Testament it would be Stain State. Yeah. It's not bad to practice meaty tap dust on a regular knockdown, right? Because regular knockdowns, you kind of get... Like, if you played the game for long enough, you get an idea of when they're going to wake up. A good idea. I'm messing it up right now. Right? But wall slump is a little bit different. Like, sometimes you just don't know when they're going to recover from a wall slump, right? You don't see it as often as a wake up, as like a hard knockdown. So I'd say timing a 5D on, you know, wall slump is a little bit harder. Although I'm getting it better, getting it easier now. Yeah, anyway, you get the idea. But yeah, let's go ahead and play. When I'm playing, especially lobby matches, I really try to showcase what I've shown in the lab. So sometimes I'll just lose because I'm trying something new out. But if you want to help me kind of practice this new things, you can let me know. Can you safe jump after wall slump instead of doing charge 6H? You can safe jump after wall slump. Let me show you that. Real quick. I'll show you that real quick. In fact, I'll do this. I'll do my my fuzzy setup. Fuzzies are a little bit harder to safe jump, especially against reversal supers that are so reversals that are meterless. The freeze frame from the animations really helps you time, or basically switch blocks. Switch to your block. So just for educational purposes, I want to show you this with Dizzy. Dizzy doesn't have the fastest reversal, but it's gonna at least help me show that it can safe jump. It does require some manual timing. Right. That's not it. Is tap D true meaty? That time it was, yeah. I tested it out. What I do is okay, that was too deep with 2K. When I record and play it back to myself, I always do an up back test, and then I'll do a mash grab test. If they're in the air on the up back test, then I didn't do good enough. It wasn't a meaty that hit on their wake up. If it hits them when I up back, if I get hit when I up back, and I'll test it out here too. I'll do an up back test. Even if it hits them and grounds them, doesn't necessarily mean it's a good meaty, because it could be hitting on like frame 3 or frame 4 of them getting up. So I'll do another test, the mash throw test. And the mash throw test that will test if it's like frame 1, basically. Okay, so let's just see if this passes the up back test, for example. Is this a true meaty? I'm holding up back on defense, or on the Dizzy getting hit. Yeah, it hit me and I was grounded. So that tells me that I'm hitting anywhere between frames 1 to 4, because pre-jump frames are 4 frames. But if you know, it could still not be hitting on the first or second frame of wake up. So another test is the throw test. So I'm playing this back on myself. I'm gonna mash throw and wake up, and if I get counter hit, actually this doesn't really work because I'm coming in on my opponent. It works better if it's grounded, but let's just pretend I ran in with a 5D and I'm grounded. If I'm throwing on wake up and it's a counter hit, then you know that it was that's hitting on frame 1, right? If it wasn't hitting on frame 1, a match throw would beat it. Yo, Phoenix, how's it going? What's up? I'm doing very well. Alright, anyway, so let's test if this is a safe jump. So I'm gonna wake up super with Dizzy on the left. I'm pretty sure this is a safe jump. Hold on, let me try it again. Take control. Oh, this is a very peculiar situation. You can see that I'm actually on the ground. This is, I'll promise you, this is a safe jump, yes. It's just, this is a particular situation where if you commit to a fuzzy, it doesn't become a safe jump in this particular way, but it's okay, we can salvage this. So you can see Dizzy in her pre-jump animation, but I can't FD cancel that. So you can see Dizzy, she's just about to jump. She's in her pre-jump, which if I was actually committing to a safe jump holding down back, I wouldn't be my pre-jump. I can block this, but I'm locked in my pre-jump. Now, here's the thing. If you're in your pre-jump, you can't cancel into an FD. This is not old Guilty Gear, but you can cancel into a special move. So if you see a super freeze like this and you're going for your fuzzy, and maybe you're not too sure whether you're in the air or not, Maybe like this happens when I do a safe jump against Eno. If you have meter, you can actually just cancel into a super. And so let me try that out. A little bit of freeze frame shenanigans here. So I'm gonna do super and wake up with the defensive dizzy, and then as soon as I see the super freeze, or the super freeze, I'll do a super on the other dizzy. There we go. This is a very peculiar situation. I didn't mean it to be like this, but I promise you, you can safe jump. And you know, you don't have to do the fuzzy. You can just go for a low. In fact, I should be doing for the low more often than not. I'll tell you why. Because people, I often mistime the high. I should just program myself to do the low for now, and then when I'm comfortable, I'll do the high. The low is not bad. The low is actually really good because I'll show you the low. With Wings of Light, they're still blocking. The reversal to reversal, that's right. We'll time them right so that we get a low and also a safe jump here. So yeah, Ranma, how's it going? What's up? Okay, I'll do the test. I'll do an up back test. Up back test will tell us right away if it's not good. Okay, so up back test works. Let's do a DP test now. Manually timing safe jumps isn't the ideal thing, but luckily Guilty Gear Strive has 9-frame startup DPs. Those are the fastest. 9-frame DPs the fastest, which is a lot easier to work with than like Street Fighter DPs. Or old Guilty Gear DPs. Old Guilty Gear DPs are like fast and also multi-hitting. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, you can safe jump with it. And again, with Wings of Light, this becomes even more potent. There we go. Oh my gosh. Clearly need to practice this more. Does fish go away if you block? Ranma, it doesn't go away on block actually. Fish stays out. There we go. Oh, I messed up my block string, but you get the idea. One more time. You have to fast RC to get this? I feel like you do. Not the worst situation if they block this. See if I safe jump that. So I'm recording. I recorded it. I'm going to play it back on myself. Let's do an up back test. Hold up back. Yeah. So not a safe jump. You can tell because it's not even a meaty, right? Sometimes though, like if the DP is slow enough, this situation doesn't always mean it's not going to work, right? If I'm holding up back with soul. So I need to time that a little bit quicker, but not, again, not the worst situation. Show that you can just DP this. Oh, look at that. So if they're late on the DP, obviously it quote unquote safe jumps. Today I have a tournament to attend to. I want to know what you usually do before going to one. Okay. Before I go to one, I make like, is it a local tournament or is it an online tournament? Local tournaments, like, sorry, not local tournaments. If it's a IRL tournament, offline tournament, I make sure I pack granola bars because you never know when your pools are going to end, and if you get through pools, you might have to advance on, and you'll be hungry. You won't have time to eat. So bring granola bars. If it's a major, especially so granola bars and water. Or something to snack on. You do not want to stay hungry, despite what a lot of people say. You want to stay hungry in the metaphorical sense, but not the physical sense, right? So staying hungry, even like some people argue being hungry during matches or whatever is gonna up your sympathetic nervous system, but it doesn't quite work that way. We're not cavemen, you know? So make sure you get lots to eat, lots to drink. In terms of preparation beforehand, like I would prepare weeks before a tournament, right? Making sure I got my execution right. You saw me like screw up that combo that set up the fish into RRC. Throw into RRC fish. I screwed it up like maybe 5 out of 10 times. I got it like maybe 6 or 7 out of 10 times actually. So what I want to do before a tournament is make sure that 5 or 6 out of 10 times on each side is 10 out of 10 times. I can do it consistently. If I cannot do it consistently, then it doesn't belong in my competitive kit, if that makes sense. Now, ideally what I'd like to do before a tournament is wake up early, get a good breakfast. Like I'm talking like hours, many hours before your pool start. Get a good breakfast, take a bath. Like if your hotel there, the hotel you're staying at has a pool, soak in the bathtub, soak in the hot tub. Ideally, going for a run. That's what I do. Because you know you want to be relaxed when you play. I find that the more nervous you play, their nerves are going to take over, right? I like to be relaxed. I like to be in that kind of post-run high. And you know, most importantly, I like to remind myself I'm there to have fun. The best results I've ever had in tournaments were when I didn't care. When I didn't really care about my results and I just played for fun and enjoyed myself. When you do that, all your practice and training kind of just, how do you say, like if you practice and you trained for a thing like that, for like a tournament, your past self doing that is going to reward your future self. As long as your future self isn't too full of anxiety. So again, like taking a bath, going for a run, having a nice breakfast, and then don't go to your pools like 50 minutes after you wake up. That's what I do. Like ideally, it doesn't always happen, obviously. Like nobody's like, yeah, I have to have like a really good sleep. It's an online one? Okay, different story. Online one? Different story online. Yeah, I mean the food thing is there. It's easier to eat food. It's easier to hydrate and make sure you are well fed and well hydrated. So I would just make sure that you get good sleep. You know, don't multi-bracket. little exercise helps too. Like some of those points that I just mentioned are still valid. Going for a run, going for a nice little jog. I think that still applies. Praying that the rework Dizzy, says Black Ice Brand. I wouldn't mind a Dizzy rework. The only downside of a Dizzy rework for me is that I have to like redo all my videos, you know. But that's about it. I would love to readapt to a new character that's still the same character. Jay Walter, how's it going? Isn't the mix-up vulnerable to the deflect shield since the combo builds almost have to burst? Yeah, I would say so. It's vulnerable to burst and also deflect shield. You can mix it up though. You don't have to run in with a strike. You can run in with a grab. I would say any high-low mix-ups that involve you making contact first, is going to be vulnerable to deflect shield. So then question is, do you spend all those resources to get into it? I think it's situational. I should have done these things at Evo. I bicycle a lot. Yeah, like going on a bike, like exercise bike before your matches in Evo. And making sure you have time for like a nice shower bath after. I have a playlist that I have too. It includes Genocyber theme song, Bubblegum Crisis music, the Fatal Fury 2, or is it motion picture song? Oh Angel. Oh Angel. My buddy at Raspberry knows that I listen to these songs very religiously before a match or before a tournament. Nice IB. Oh, I'll let this happen. Oh. Okay, we got a burst to deal with. I'm just gonna rock with this. Oh. That's okay. Yeah, rock you like a hurricane. Yeah, my buddy Raspberry, he memes on me for having that kind of music during a tournament or before a tournament. I missed my button on my stick. Oh. So we're okay. Nice, nice. Birds out there with wings light pressure. Uh-oh. Not good. What the? I don't know what that is. I think I know that was supposed to be a JD. Okay, let's bait out the burst. Paluna style. Oh, my bad. I should have done my super. There you go. Yeah, what else songs on there? There's some white people song on there too. I put Danger Zone on it, in that playlist. And also put that Scarface song, Push It to the Limit. Push it to the limit. Walk along the razor's edge. It's a banger, that's right. Oh, what the? What happened? Got laggy. Is Ice Spike a projectile? I guess technically it is, and what happened to my connection? Oh, the backdash. It's caught. I like the neutral jump. I like the... Yeah, I better check my connection here, before, like after this match. Streets of Fire? Oh, the initial D? Classic. Or Knights of Fire. I like, personally, my initial D song of choice is, Back to the Rocks. Back to the rocks, baby. There we go. Can pot flick it? Pot can't flick it actually. I like how in Back of the Rocks, it like starts off with that Dracula music. If you ever been back to the rocks, back to the rocks. Knights of Fire. Oh man, I shouldn't make fun of initial D songs so much. My brother drove a 300ZX. Nissan 300ZX. Where did that fish come from? And he had a car accident, and during that, like before that car accident, he had initial D music playing. Like when they took him out of the car accident, like out of his car, initial D music was playing as they took him out on the stretcher. It was kind of funny actually, but because I can say that now because he's okay. But imagine if you're like Asian and you're like a paramedic and you pull this guy out of his 300ZX who's also Asian, and you hear like initial D music, you're like, this motherfucker watched a little bit too much anime. It wasn't his fault though. He wasn't at fault. It was the other driver. But still, I mean, doesn't really make a good case, does he? With initial D music? I'll burst that because I'm scaredy. I'm a scaredy cat. I'm a Grace. Scaredy cat Grace Ashcroft. There we go. It only makes sense that I like Maruzensky and Uma Musume since she's all about she's the Eurobeat Uma? Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's why everyone like calls her like the fast car, right? She's like the car Uma. So is Maruzensky like, is she? Uh-oh. Is she like, is the Uma actually based on a car? Not the Uma, I mean the horse. Let's try this out. No! I messed it all up. No. Ah. Rogue 9. Rogue 9. Rogue 9? How's it going? What's up? Hope you're doing well. Hello. What's with people with super cool tech that I can't do? Backdash BRC. Rogue 9, thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hope you're well. And thank you so much for the follow. Everyone, just make sure you follow Rogue 9. Appreciate it. I will, I'll shout you out in just a moment, my friend. Work. Start playing again, not after not playing for years. Yeah, how do you enjoy the game? It's pretty different now. It is pretty different. Welcome everyone from the raid. For those who don't know, my name's Nagai. I'm your Guilty Gear old man. I like playing Guilty Gear. I play Dizzy. Ooh! I wonder if there, was there a point of me... Could I have bursted anywhere there? I don't know. Shit. Nice. Alright. GG's. Oh. Make sure we shouted you out there. I think I played a third, or I did my first of 3 already. So let me just go ahead and talk to everybody here. Thank you so much once again. I accidentally locked into another match after the first of 3. Justin, how's it going? I saw your recent video. I do think Dizzy will be fun. The character will suffer a lot. The characters that the characters that will suffer a lot are those that doesn't require neutral skip. Yeah, I think she'd be okay. I think we're in a good spot. I'm playing without wall assault right now, and I'm doing okay. It is just like lobby matches, but it doesn't feel too bad. Are you still playing in Park? I am. I can talk and play at the same time when I'm playing in Park. But I can play... If I'm playing ranked, I should lock in here. Weeding yourself off? Okay, I'll play one more in Park and then we'll decide. We got the shout out. Thank you so much for whoever did that. And once again, those who don't know, my name's Nagai, Guilty Gear old man, and I played Dizzy. Yeah, for Testament, I think wall assaulting off for far slash is pretty important, especially if you're really good at whiff punishing. But I don't know how I feel about counter blitz being a auto combo. Yeah, it's a little bit weird, isn't it? Crystal Blue knows. How's it? Neos, is there a reason why you play Dizzy? You could have been playing Dizzy since you've been playing Dizzy since I've seen you a couple months ago. I just like the character, I suppose. Simple as that. There's no. I guess for Strive anyway. I played Dizzy back in the day. Dizzy was my character that I played in Plus R. Shit. I could have killed with that. So when Dizzy came out in Strive, everyone was telling me, congratulations on your character. So happy that you have your character back. I'm like, sure, I'll play this game. I mean, I already did play this game. It's just I tried to do a Dizzy thing for Plus R, which is anti with 2S. Anyway, now I'm playing the character for good. Guess as simple as that, yeah. Oh shit, the range. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, that meant to be a super, but you know what? This works out. There we go. I guess I like Dizzy because it goes way back when I was in high school. I really enjoyed the anime Oh My Goddess. Like, that was 20 years ago. And I discovered Guilty Gear through an Oh My Goddess forum. I was like 16 at the time or something like that, I don't know. I was pretty young. And then she's like the character Belle Dandy in Oh My Goddess. So I just stuck with her. Actually, she was more like the character Peorth in terms of her design. And Peorth was like my favorite character. Okay. Shit. Julian, how's it going, man? The environment will change dramatically in just 10 days, so what motivates you to play GGSC now? That's a good question. I just... yeah, that's a good question. I just discovered a few cool things about Dizzy, and I just want to play around with it, I suppose. I found out some cool tech. I'm like, let's go, let's test it out. Yeah. It's just having fun, really. I think that's the biggest thing. Oh. Yeah, the environment will change, the fundamentals stay the same. Says no neutral. How's it going, no neutral? Hope you're doing well. Okay. Some people are excited on the new patch, and also will be removed. Minds will rush with the ideas on how to play the characters without it. That's sort of what I'm doing, yeah. I'm just trying to figure out how to play this character without wall assault. Interesting. I shouldn't do that. Nice backdash. Oh shit! Uh-oh. Oh no, I shouldn't do that. What am I doing? Alright, just setting up. There we go. Just setting up. Woo! Yo, Vi, how's it going? What's up? Thank you. Without wall assault, kind of struggles with 2S confirmed. Yeah. I'm struggling with my air ground confirms. Actually, I haven't been really doing a whole lot of it. I think I can follow up with that, actually. Maybe not the ideal overhead there, but... Was that a super jump that I did? I felt like I was... Okay, I'm either high right now, or... I don't know. That seemed like I was in the air longer than I should have been. Like, where did the ground go? I think it's time to take a break. Oh, shit. I'll save my burst. High Will says, for me, I just have to learn neutral better, but if you basically have a whole move removed, differences in also is showing. Yeah, I'm not seeing too big of a difference. Uh oh. The Gucci belt. Oh my god, I was trying to grab. I tried to dash back and then back grab, but it didn't work. I think there might be something wrong with my stick. I've been messing a lot below those simple inputs. Not just this match, but other matches before where I don't complete a quarter circle back. Really, I thought Dizzy's wall was really good. It is good. I just been very comfortable to adjust without it. It's like, oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Oh, I was hoping that their move is slow down too. Yeah, nice. Oh, you can. Oh, I see. I'm like, I thought it ended, but. Just gonna screw shit up. Uh-oh. Nice. Crystal Blue Neo says, I also wish we got a bigger trailer for 2.0 showing all the characters because some characters are completely in the dark. Yeah, I wonder, I guess maybe they don't want to show too much. Oh, I lost that purse to 3. Yeah, they don't want to show too much because then we'll have the patch notes at some point, right? What's it? My hair is in my way. Ooga booga. I really hope Alpha gets reworked. If she doesn't, or doesn't get big changes, I might just drop her for real. Yo, Joseph, thank you so much for the sub. Really appreciate it. Where to use blue wild assault, by the way? To be honest, I just ignored it on my Vanquisher climb from comboing into throw. It doesn't feel like 50% burst is worth Wings of Light into strike, throw, and block. You would use... I made a video, actually, if you check out the video. It's in the pinned message. That's exactly how I'd use it. But if you don't want to watch it, I'll just tell you now. I use it for my air-to-ground conversions. I use it for getting into Wings of Light. I use it like in block string or in combos. If you have Wings of Light sequences that are like premeditated and pre-practiced, Wings of Light So wall assault really works on those, although it is still very situational. It is still very, very situational. Like, because your opponent has to have no burst too, otherwise it's just such a waste, right? Should I try wall assault this match? Just see how it works? Show you? Nah. Actually, you know what? Let's... maybe I'll do one example when I get a chance. Right here, for instance, right? But then, like, I'm just gonna super. I should have not have supered. I think super will just... you know what? Super won't kill here. God damn it. Oh, it does. Okay, yeah. Anyway, so that's when you would use wall assault. I would try to strategically use wall assault when it's gonna help me break the wall too. You'd use wall assault here too to get into Wings of Light and then do like a cross up. And then go for like an overhead or something like that. That's how you would use it. That's how I'd use it anyway. Block strings, if also like if they don't have bursts and you have a full burst and you're on the offense and your Wings Light's about to pop, you can string together a bunch of wall assaults to kind of run down the wall assault or the Wings Light timer. Stuff like that. Oh, the unblockable. Is it in the Dizzy playlist? Oh, the video? Not quite. Alright. We need slash back in the GGS community. I read that so many different ways. Like, I read that as slash back is in the event. I read slash back is in like the mechanic in Guilty Gear that was introduced in Guilty Gear AC, I believe. And then I read it as the player slash back slash. Let's see. I don't think I can kill here. There you go. Right on. Let's go. Yo, J-Hit, how's it going? And thanks so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. I was the alpha, nothing but good vibes here. Your Dizzy is amazing. I was abusing Reckon. No, it's all good. You gotta do what you gotta do. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I'm abusing things for Dizzy too, so it's all good. Everyone has something that they have to abuse. I don't think there's a... Okay, is there a character that's like super honest that like doesn't have anything to quote-unquote abuse? You know, everyone has a abusable thing to some degree. I think it's all part of the game. Like, I'm abusing this. Just gotta do it. Glad we all feel... yeah, it's just the way it is, you know. Oh my gosh, I think the internet... See, I gotta check my internet connection after this. Just gonna use Waddle Slot right there. I said I wouldn't use it, but I already broke the seal. Oh shit! No! This is why you should take Wall Assault away from me, because I'll use up all my bursts, I won't kill. And yeah, it's not good in my hands. There we go. Potemkin is the What's Potemkin? Or Kuribo says Potemkin Trust? As in like Potemkin buffs? Yo, Raspberry, how's it going? What's up, man? I mentioned you earlier today. I was talking about my tournament playlist. How you doing, man? The Genocyber, Bubblegum Crisis, oh, 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 Angel, that song. Push it to the limit. I need your tournament playlist? Alright, you got it. Yeah, oh, Angel, that's right. I was saying Raspberry, like, memes on the fact that I have this playlist. I also say something about Claire Redfield and he thinks it's funny. I won't say it. You're in the Discord. Okay. I don't know if I have the playlist. I just put the songs on while I'm in the shower. Oh, all those bangers, man. Bring me back to when I first discovered who Claire Redfield was. Back in 1997. Yeah, Baiken Meister Yozansen is on his character. Oh, I guess so. Yozansen makes her like a true 50-50 character, you know? Like when she first came out, I remember like there's no other characters that had good 50-50s, like high-lows. And it was even a struggle for Milia to properly do a 50-50. But then, so like before Baiken, everyone was like, oh yeah, so they just don't want to have high-low mix-ups in this game. It's just, they're just so allergic to it. The devs are. And then they throw out Baiken and she's got like this, you know, 16 frame overhead. Great games. Do you think Teresa will be back now that Jam is on the way? I don't think so. I think I saw a tweet from Teresa saying that he's not coming back and thank you for thinking about him. Type of vibe. So I don't think he'll be back. Maybe. Keep an eye on his Twitter. Crystal Blue Neo says, I've played so much Strive, I've developed vocal stems on certain moves. What does that mean? Like you just yell at the moves? I mean, Angie has a fast overhead now too. I don't know how fast it was back then. It wasn't fast enough to be... I don't know. I think it was reactable. You could react to it. And I believe it was still like, maybe it's 0 on block. He either loses his turn or, I don't know. I don't think he gets punished for it, but you could at least like convert off it. Is what I think. Oh, there will be violence. I already lost to Inago today. Maybe we'll play a ranked game after this? Maybe? I'm too scared to play ranked. Although I have nothing to lose, really. I've already nerfed myself by not using Wobble Salt, so... What's the scare? Alright, we're ahead. Use blood. Level 2, now we can kind of hang back a little bit. Chill. Oh, super. Nice cup, thanks TVC Loop. I got it at an arcade machine in Japan. I spent way too much money on it. Watch out for a burst. I probably spent more money on it. I mentioned this earlier on stream. I spent more money on it than like fine china, you know? Oopsies. It's like my most expensive dishware. In fact, when I'm feeling fancy, I'm like, honey, bring me the fine china. And it's this cup. I think I've probably spent like 50 bucks on it. Trying to get it from a UFO catcher. Okay, one more. Uh-oh. Barton Vassal, how's it going? Thanks so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Bartien underscore Vaso. The guy for blue wings of light. So blue wall-salt wings of light, is there a gap when you do strike throw, or is it gapless? So after the fact, you are +5, so you can make it gapless by just pushing a button. You can make it a frame trap by dashing up a little bit and pushing a button. So don't burst just yet. Okay, there's a bite. Definitely don't burst unless you feel real confident about this. Okay. So he did super and wake up last time. Now we burst. He's at the blood range where I want him to be, but I'm where he wants me to be. Dead. Nearly dead. Will he burst? Oh, where's my... I need to see if my stick's okay. That's supposed to be a 6H into Ice Spike. Can I listen to us? I'll go for a low this time. And a high. And then one more high. Okay, miscalculated. I can pay for this. Okay. Whew. The blunder. Watch out for... I feel like a bite would have been coming soon, but... Oh. Okay. We're okay. This again. All right. DBC Loop says, I'm surprised they would have that. I'm surprised they would have that in one of those. Oh, like a glass cup in a UFO catcher, like a one of those claw machines. Yeah, it was wrapped up in a lot of foam. But yeah, I spent so much money on it. My wife really wanted it. She likes Dragon Quest a lot. And I mean, truthfully, what I should have done was ask the workers for a little help. Tasukute Kudasai. Oopsies. I think I got him. But I just kept on going. I spent maybe 50 to 60 bucks on it. So definitely my most expensive dishware. And I bring it out for very fancy outings. Okay, bite should be coming soon. I just want ice field out. There you go. They would help if you'd ask. Yeah, if you've noticeably spent a lot of money in the machine, and if the worker kind of sees you twice, 2 or 3 times if they walk by, they often like help you out. You know, they'll open up the machine and bring it closer to the hole. I think, yeah, I mean, they don't want to totally rip you off, right? Japanese culture, right? It's, they feel bad, is what I feel. So if you ask nicely and if you're there clearly, they'll help you a little bit. Like, oh, let's grab in the corner. It depends where you are too. Like, shit. Super nice. If you're in Akihabara, Like, oh, I think we win. If you're in Akihabara, in Akiba, or any kind of really touristy place with a lot of traffic, you probably won't get the help. But if you're like in a mom pop style arcade, or like a quieter arcade, or an area that has a quiet arcade, people, like the workers, will notice. They usually do. So it's kind of annoying now, like with so much. The fact that there's a lot of tourists. Me being one of the tourists, it's a little annoying that we don't get the tasukete that we need, that we want. We have to like actually ask for it instead of you know, expecting them to help. Nice block. That was good. I only knew, or I had a feeling that would happen. Alright, here we go. Justin says, by the Nagai, the vid you showed biking blue wall assault into Tiki Yosasan. I feel that is very rare for us to do since you're spending 2 resources on a gamble. That's true. It's not a gamble. I mean, if she cancels the Yozansan, she's safe. Her pressure is continued. I played 1 extra. It's just, that's the situation I always get hit with. Damn, these tourists as the tourists. Yeah, exactly. That's me. Yeah. I mean, I try to be as respectful as I can. Yo, Otai, how's it going? Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. As a tourist myself, I take pride, you know, as a quote-unquote respectful tourist, I take pride in, oh, Butterman, so what's up? I take pride in knowing the customs and knowing what's respectful and all that, right? And doing what's respectful. Like, I'm not gonna go out and drive Mario Karts around the streets of Shinjuku. I think that's really disrespectful. But, you know, stuff like that. I try to get out of the way. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Sounds like a good time, to be honest. Is something you can do? Is that something? Wait, what do you mean? Like Mario Karting around Shinjuku? Don't do it. No, Raspberry. Don't be that guy. I mean, anything but that. Don't. Oh boy. No, the locals hate it. I'll show you a better time, Raspberry, in Japan. Way better than driving Mario Karts. Oh, I'm sweating when that happens. Uh-oh. Nice anti-air. I'm okay, right? Five says I played more matches and I think that my current peak in terms of rank points. Keep it up, keep it up. Oof. Not sure if it's me or my internet or what's going on. A little bit of lag. There we go. But technically doesn't have a wake up super, so I'm gonna run up in 5H. Let's go. Oh, hi. How's it going? What's up? Ooh. Scary. Sure. Yo, Pinky, what's up? Thank you so much for the... Thanks for the follow, man. How's it going? How's your sin? Oh, yikes. Read Justin's thing here first. I think what's more scary I usually do with bike is an OTG close / Kabari blue wall assault just in dash back to time 50-50 and getting full combo. Goes on center TK starter. Yeah, I was just thinking about like when I in my video I just put up whatever was dangerous to me. I'm sure that there's way more cooler things than what I showed. I don't play biking. Oh, Ty says, pretty new player to Strive. Should I get used to using dash button? I'd say so. For Strive. It's a very, it's pretty useful, I'd say. I never used to play games with dash macros, but yeah, I mean, it really helps your dash. What can I say? Really helps with like instant air dashes and that sort of thing. It simplifies things that are complicated. Not saying I don't use the normal inputs for instant air dash. Like I still play plus R. I'll need to learn how to do it, or not learn, but need to make sure I don't forget how to do it. Oh my goodness, a little bit of lag. Engaging. Did I see put tap in air dash? Did he? Oh, I think that's like his Oh, what the have I done that all game? I think that was the first time I did that. Just jump forward and push a button. That move, eh? Fake out, quote unquote. Oh, I messed up. I messed up. A little bit of lag. I can't, you missed your little nuanced timings like air dash back JH. That's okay. I'm out. Haha. Alright, let's go. The Kale Sword is me trying to bait out the flick. Oh shit. I miscalculated there. Ah, nice. The when you see the counter at heavy McHale sword, it's usually when I predict my opponent to throw a projectile or try to flick a projectile. Like quite often on or near opponent's wake up, if they're a Potemkin, I would do like Ice Spike. And that's when like that's when they want to be flicking, right? Yo, Puttermaster, GG's, GG's. You play a lot of games of Potemkin. That's very intimidating. Just see that many games. GG's. So then, if I'm predicting that, it's just a read basically. If I'm predicting that they're gonna go flick on their wake up, because that's usually what you would do to counteract like full screen projectiles, I would just like dash up a little bit and do like full screen heavy McHale sword. Although I wasn't really like capitalizing off it as good as I should have. But yeah, Otai, going back to your question, I do think dash macro is a good idea. Even if you play other fighting games that require like manual inputs for a dash macro, it's gonna make your life a lot easier when you're playing a game like Guilty Gear Strive. I wouldn't limit yourself. I wouldn't try to just like put a self limit on yourself. It's super helpful. I've only picked up Slayer and some interest in Dizzy. Yeah, 7,000, 8,000 points on levels on Potemkin. That's huge. GG's, man. Alright, should I suffer and play some ranked? I'm pretty content playing lobby matches because I can talk and play at the same time and not feel too upset about losing. Although I think the real test of no wild assault is playing on playing in ranked. If the internet's good. Let me just double check. Internet is not very good, but I really don't have anything to lose if I'm playing on ranked. Let's do it. All right. Right now it's 11:35. Been streaming for about 3 hours. Maybe I'll do a little bit of this and then let's go with my same region. I do have to leave somewhat soon, simply because my one of my buddies wants to play Resident Evil 5 with me today. Resident Evil 9 was such a good experience that oh, my stomach. I'm hungry. Resident Evil 9 was such a good experience that me and my buddy we just kept on talking about it. And I told him that I never finished Resident Evil 5. So he's like, one of these weekends we should just boot it up and play. So I think that's what we're going to be, well, that is what we're going to be doing today. Get some sushi. Playing with Caleb. We talk about it a lot. We talk about Resident Evil 9 a lot, and then yeah, he's like, you should play Resident Evil 5. He's like, I don't like Resident Evil 5 because of the co-op. Alright, I gotta lock in here. Oh my goodness. Fucked up. That's my bad. Keep this up. Alright, there we go. I just gotta do that. Ooh. Oh, there you go. I'm a lot more quiet now, aren't I? Lanny Q, how's it going? Thanks for the follow, really appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Can I kill? Got some interesting tactics on this soul. Never be seen. Never before seen. Oh, I wasn't expecting my fish to do work there. That too. Not gonna kill. Okay, there you go. There's some very interesting tactics. I'm scared. That's scary. Playing ranked is scary. Is this reverse childhood? No, I feel like I struggled a lot there. So, soul family meeting in progress right here, guys. That's right. But yeah, hope you're all doing well. Soul and Dizzy, where's when Kai leaves the meeting room? They just like go at it, just fight. Yeah, young Caleb is doing well. We're gonna have a sushi party. We're gonna play a little bit of Resident Evil 5, order a bunch of sushi, and then just chill. It's gonna be a good time. I thought about you when I mentioned Resident Evil 5. Man, I don't know why you guys don't play. Caleb and Raspberry. You guys love that game. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed Resident Evil 9, and we just kept on talking about it, and I told Caleb, you know, I gotta finish the other Resident Evils. Resident Evil is like the franchise that has always been kind of there for me. As a kid to like an adult now, and I do like, I don't play every single one of them, but I play the ones that look interesting. So the ones I haven't played are 5 and 6, and also 8. I played 7. I didn't like the first person shooter aspect of it, but I played it in VR and I really enjoyed it that way. But I didn't like the action aspect of Resident Evil 5. Like, I played it a little bit, it was too much like action, so I just stopped playing it. Because I fell in love with Resident Evil 2, the original, with tank controls and like how spooky it was, and just the survival horror aspect of it. You had to like convert, you had to like how do you say, play very conservative. That's not the right word I'm looking for, but I guess you know what I mean. Like, you have to like ration out your stuff. You don't want to like just go on guns blazing all the time, or you're gonna run out of ammo. Bro's just trying to get out Resident Evil 5 now. You should play instead. Haven't played 7, 8, 9. 6 is too funny. It has some great moments, but a bloated game. I played like 9 is so much good. We're not gonna play a Wi-Fi warrior. 9 was really good. I really enjoyed 9. It had a good mix of Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 7, like horror survival, but then some action scenes. And it made me like Leon a lot more as a character. It's not like I dislike Leon, but his one-liners from Resident Evil 4 didn't quite hit as good as, like, let's say Dante in Devil May Cry 5, or Devil May Cry anyone. 3 and up, actually. Devil May Cry 1 and 2 one-liners were not as well delivered. But Resident Evil 9 Dante, his one-liners, like, as an old guy, because he's like 50 or whatever, it like makes more sense. And he also has sort of like a Dante-like voice. Like, I feel like $1 million. Oh, no Wi-Fi. Just booked 34K for the first time, I believe. Let's go, Vi. The Lucy legend. Oh. Alright, so this is why... this is a sign that I shouldn't play ranked anymore. Just do my one and done. Feel good. And then, play more lobbies. Because I can talk and play at the same time. Oopsies. Yeah, that's one of the things about kind of playing ranked on stream, is that I have to first of all lock in and focus and not talk when I'm playing on ranked, and then there's like no matches. You are the gamer, and I want to talk to my buddy Rasper. It's easy to talk and play at the same time. Dan was gonna redeem, fill my Dark Soul of Light. You got rid of. For now, it's gonna come back. I thought you were gonna be the one to fill my Dark Soul with light, or the Zero line. What does Zero say? From Devil, not Devil May Cry. Although same voice actor as Nero. How about the Devilman one? Why God? Why God? Why God? Tetsuo, how the hell have you been, my friend? But yeah, how you doing there? How have you been doing there, Raspberry? Hope you're doing well, man. I still have all the footage from from that Prince George tournament. Haven't put in a video. Been too tied up with things. Although, hey, I gotta advise my editor from another country. Maybe I can send all the footage to him. It's up to Vi. I feel like that'd be a lot of work though. Also, if I'm gonna make a video about Prince George and the tournament they had in Prince George called Mythic, it's gonna be, I want to really kind of put my hands on it, like really just kind of like, it deserves for me to be very like honest and very introspective about the tournament, because it's, you know, it deserves that. It deserves that deep thought and introspection. That's where I got this picture, my Dizzy fan art. One of the competitors is also an artist. It's Poff is the name, and she was drawing pictures for everybody. So like, it was a very cool kind of grassroots tournament. Everyone was kind of working together. Good, mostly just work, skiing when able, and spending the time with the lady. Addicted to RuneScape now, dude. Raspberry used to live just a couple hours away from me, and where he lived, there was a ski hill, and we would just like, we just meet up there. It was sick. The good old days, hey? Yo, Jace, how's it going, man? What's up? Hey, man, I have an idea for you. I'll lap something out for you. I saw a comment from your latest video about not wanting to spend attention on air dash back JK setup. The secret sauce is... Oh, that's too laggy. Secret sauce is close slash BRC. Oh, okay. Alright. Thank you, man. Jace is the GOAT. If you guys don't know who Jace is, the Bridget representation of North America in 2000 and the late 2000s, like 2005 to 2009, got sent to SBO, Super Battle Opera, which is basically the EVO at the time in Japan, in a 3v3 tournament, along with Raekwon and Kenso. Alright. Tarot card 13. Is Tarot card 13 death? It might be. Alright, here we go. Got in. Full screen Volcanic Viper. I feel like that was a mistake. No wings pop. Just go. Was mid-match by the way? Oh, I was just mentioning, like, I have footage from a tournament I went to. Raspberry and crew made a tournament in Prince George, which is like 9 hours away from where I live, and it was a really cool tournament. I was gonna make a video out of it, but never had the chance to. I'm like, wait a second, Vi's here. But then on second thought, I can just kill here, right? I was thinking, on second thought, we'll just, oh, messed up my combo. I'll just make the video, maybe I'll just make the video because it's got a lot of, like, kind of moments of introspection, and it's like a very grassroots tournament. I want to kind of give it the special thought into it. Not that you wouldn't, but because I was there, I could, you know, talk about certain people and stuff like that. GG's. What I could do though, because it's going to be a longer video, I can like do the first, like do the scripting and most of the editing, and I can just send it off to you to like polish it up and do some detail work. If you need anything, just want to, yeah, sounds good. Number 1 Nitro fan. I think we played this player before because I made the joke. Nitro as in like the, like what Marzensky puts in her cars, or Nitro as in the player. Marzensky as in the Uma Musume, or the horse. Shit, that was a mistake. for your jets. Alright, let's go. Yeah, Vi says, I feel like I've been playing a lot better after my long break. Yeah, the break, taking breaks is low-key like MVP for training like execution and stuff like that, or just like playing fighting games in general. Or really practicing anything, really. Obviously taking a break from taking a break from sports, for instance, gives your body a chance to recover. But like for fighting games, I find if you're having trouble with a certain executionary thing, like having hard time, you're getting it like 1 out of 10 times or 1 out of 20 times, as long as you practice it right and you take a break, you come back the next day, it's going to be a lot easier. Or at least that's my experience. And if you're like in a kind of a wall, if you're like in that writer's block of playing fighting games where you don't feel like you're gonna you don't feel like you're improving, taking a break usually helps too. Playing other things, watching other types of media, because like you start thinking outside the box. A lot of times when you get to a certain point, your execution hits a certain wall, like that. A lot of, like it hits a ceiling. Your execution, your combos, your setups, it hits a ceiling that matches like even the toppest of players, right? But then the problem, like the reason why maybe you might be losing a whole lot, is because of how you think during the match, right? And how you think during a match could, oh, messed up. Could change if you just take a break from the game. Do other things. It's like a math problem. Calculus problem, you know? Sometimes you just don't get it right away. Then you take a little bit of a break, you come back to it with a fresh mind, fresh perspective, and then you start understanding how to do the problem. And it just clicks. But I think the biggest thing is just attempting to like make an effort. Attempting to make an effort, that's redundant, but you know what I mean. Like if you don't make that effort, you don't build the necessary pathways to, you know, figure out what you're trying to figure out. Oh, add meter. Could have killed her. Could have killed a few times actually. Vi says, like, I use Lucy's dash attack a lot to close distance, which just opened me up all the time. I'm not really doing all that anymore. Occasionally still, but I'm mostly just dash blocking my way in. Yeah. Find your openings. Oh boy. I was hoping that would pick up. All right. What time is it? It's almost 12 now. Let's see. Yo, Jace, what's up? Jace asks, can you tell me an automated setup to get into spacing where close slash 2H whiffs on some characters? Maybe after... yeah, I'll show you. Air dash back JK, they have to block low so that they get hit by the JK. And the close slash 2H. That's usually where it fails. So I'll record it on player 2 side, and we'll do it on Soul, and then I'll try to do it, and then I'll play it back on Eno, for example. So I guess where this is all coming from is my newest video where I say air dash back JK. If you do these setups, air dash back JK into like close slash 2H doesn't always hit. I'm gonna set this up here first. So you want them to block first after the first hit only. Yeah, here we go. So I'll max out my burst gauges too. If our last games are playable, I'm trying. Yeah, we can do the first to 3. I'm down with that. Okay, here we go. So it whiffed like that, right? So 2K2D, fish. Oh, I think my computer is just bonk. It's like lag in training mode now. So 2K2D. Like normally I do something like this if I have meter, and if I'm close to the wall enough for like a wall break, so I can get the positive bonus and get my meter and burst back. Yeah, okay, I shouldn't be playing ranked at all. My computer is just like failing right now. So this doesn't always hit. It hits sometimes. Like that, okay. Like, I don't know the exact conditions of when it hits and when it doesn't. Like, there's a gap there. Fish bite into JK. I can't mash out of that, but there's a gap there. Alright, so let's just... Okay, and it doesn't work if they get hit standing. They have to get hit crouching, right? Alright, here we go. So let's just test that out on... Perfect, I'll lap something and send you a clip. Yeah, sounds good. Thank you. The funny thing is, I showed in my video that it didn't work. It doesn't work against like Testament and Bridget and Happy Chaos and all that, and but I got this set up to work against everyone but So Eno's not getting hit, right? So one of my wish list things is, can we get like less pushback or maybe more range on the 2H forward, or I don't know if it's asking too much to make this a vacuuming effect. So like if we get that, for example, and then that, or like I don't know, put less pushback on the 2S and also more tactile. That's not possible. But if that vacuumed, then we can get the 2H. Can't believe they gave Alpha a meterless reversal. What? Yo, patch notes are out? Exodus, how's it going? What's up? Ideally, I'm sure you'd want to not hit confirm crouch versus standing routes. Ideally, yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to think about that. Right? But like, if they block this high, going into close slash isn't too bad. I think it works as a nice frame trap. Right, if they're standing, oh yeah, and then you have to decide what you want to do if they're standing. Yeah. I guess if you want to spend meter, it'd be like, can you just like... I don't know. I'm not too sure. Alright, let's play some more. Vive, do you want to play Vive? We'll do like a first to 3. Oh, and then I should probably stop pretty soon here. Let's go... You're down? Okay. If you can kindly head over to East Coast 3. Yeah. By the way, how does this all sound? I changed the audio for my my mic, some audio settings. I changed some filters, played around with expanders and compressors, and I'm using now VST plugins, I think they were called, for noise suppression. So hopefully it sounds okay. No one's complained about it yet, so I'm guessing it's okay. All right, so Vi is on the other side of the world, so we'll see how this goes. You sound mellow, chill, and bounce. Perfect. Sound good, my guy. Thank you guys. Jason, Raspberry, the goats. Man, Jace, I've been holding on to this for so long. I've been meaning to send you this for like the longest time. I'm just so lazy. I bought that in Japan like 3 years ago. I'm like, yeah, Jace, I'll send this to you when I get a chance. I haven't yet. We'll just have to meet IRL. Alright, here we go. Oh, shitty. So Vi is my editor from, oh nice, from Germany. Hey Raspberry, I think I lost the Neko charm, I'll be honest with you. I can't find it anymore, but I found your movie, motherfuckers. I found it. So they traded spots. I did a transfiguration or whatever, some alchemy to like turn one to the other. Me. Get my ice spike out. It negates the bullets. Yeah. Now I got sent lost stuff to people. I got this Bridget thing for Jace. I have a Neko Arc thing for Raspberry. I have like gold chip stuff for Vi. Don't ever trust me to send things to you. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, I caught that? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna K-fish. Ice spike. Alright, let's go. You know, all things considered, connection isn't that bad. Seeing how Vi's from Germany and I'm from West Coast Canada. Push the corner a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the 6H. Alright, let's go. Oof. I'm starting to fade. Huh. No panic. Just relax. You're here to have fun. You know, you're playing Lucy, the one of the... Actually, I would argue the coolest character in the game. Aside from Dizzy. I think if it weren't for Dizzy, like no joke, I'm not just saying this. I do say this against, or for all the DLC characters when they come out. I always say if it weren't for Dizzy, I'd play this character. Like for instance, if it weren't for Dizzy, I would play Unica. If it weren't for Dizzy, I would play Lucy. Oh my god, turn it off? Muscle memory. To get a really good timed fish bite, you do Wings of Light and then fish. But I think I would play Lucy. I think that's like, I didn't really like Cyberpunk, but I enjoy the tools Lucy has. And I like the fact that she's not super high tier. Like, it's how do you say, you have to put a lot of work into her, a lot of thought and work to make her work at high levels. RFI, GG's. But yeah, I'm like losing steam here, and I want to make sure I have enough time and energy to play Resident Evil 5 with my buddy. I think if I keep going, I'm gonna burn myself out. Maybe we'll play one more game. Actually, let's do one last for real, and then we'll call it a day. We'll see how this game goes. If I feel bad after it, we'll play more, but this will be possibly it. And let me know if you want me to lab out anything. So this will give me time to like just sit back, relax. Also, the Blue Jays are playing right now, aren't they? I love how our connection is more stable than the stuff I fight at EU at 70 ping. You're probably playing against players who have oh, my hair is weird. Hold on. Let me fix my hair. What's that? You're probably playing against players who are playing on Wi-Fi. Alright, real quick, let's just see how the Blue Jays are doing. They won yesterday's game, they won the other game too on walk-off hits. Alright, Blue Jays, where are you? They played at 10 this morning. Oh good, they're still ahead. Alright, we gotta see if our boy Okamoto has some good hits. Alright, here we go. Playing against people on 1973 Toshiba. Okay, so we're ahead. Blue Jays. Okay, here's the box score. Okamoto's got 1 run, 1 hit, 1 RBI. Okay, looking good. Look at his OPS. I mean, look, Heinemann's OPS is good too, but so let's see right here, home run. Hell yeah, Okamoto's a home run. Let's go. You guys can't see it, so small. Got the Springer with the dinger. Okamoto. And that's cool. That's cool. Okamoto is the new Japanese player that the Blue Jays brought in. Give me 1 sec here. And when he arrived to Toronto, basically when he got onto the roster, when the Blue Jays bought him, I was in Japan actually. So he was a free agent, I guess, and then he was acquired by the Blue Jays. I was in Japan, in Tokyo, so I went to the Tokyo Dome where he would have played, Yomiuri Giants, and I was looking for gear, like a shirt or something, like a jersey, but I couldn't find any. And I asked the store clerks if they had Okamoto stuff, and they didn't. So I'm gonna have to go find some when I head over to Toronto. Alright, anyway. Really cool to see him do well. And let's go ahead and play. One last game. Potentially one last game. Yeah, they might have... You might have Ethernet, but they might have Wi-Fi. That's the worst. Alright, I'm not good against May. Oh, never mind. Alright. Oh, excuse me. Essence, Giovanna with an aura. 96. Okay, let's do this. This could go really poorly for me. I feel like Gio's the one character that just destroys Dizzy. One of the characters, anyway. Alright. But they like to walk back around start. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I messed it up. I went for something greedy like a close slash. But I should have just said 5k6h. Grab, no RC. Nice block from that. Okay. Messed up the close slash. I'm messing lots of stuff up. Oh boy. Oh yeah, I definitely should stop. I'm messing up even like the stuff I've been practicing in the lab that I want to show off. Okay. The first game would have been a lot different. The first round. Just continue to chase the round start. Oh shit. The little badge with the metal icon and the purple stuff, is that top 50? Oh, I've never noticed actually. Maybe. Oh boy. I got a little greedy. She's got the recycle sign on her forehead. Throw. What should I do here? 6p? Oh my gosh. Very risky for me to do that, though I guess I did have 50%. Is it gonna... It might kill? Yeah, let's go. Calculated. Except I said it might kill. Educated guest. Surprised it killed, to be honest. S, okay, nice. I was gambling on a 6p. Fancy. Oh my gosh. No. Nice jump over that. Ah! I thought the positive frames after the charged spiral arrow were too hard to resist. I would love to push buttons after that button if I was Geo. So it was smart that the Geo kind of held back on the trigger. Not gonna kill. It's too much proration. But well, ice field here. Oh boy. Okay, right? We're okay? Just gonna wanna... Okay, let's go. Woo! Wow, I really gambled on not bursting. Okay, let's go. Whew. Final Fantasy 3 and 11 battle themes are great, I forgot. This is Final Fantasy Brave Exvius actually. This is the mobile version. I don't think Brave Exvius exists anymore. Kirby Dragon, how's it going? Thank you so much for the follow, really appreciate it. I'm gonna die. I'll chase this. Shit. This is now front mission. Nice. Good catch. Following the route is sick recording and will Discord. Yeah, here soon. Okay, cool. Alright, GG's. Well, I said that that'll be my last one. So, GG's, my friend. It was Brave Envious. Love that game. Brave Envious. I'm envious of the... I don't know. Well, I don't have anything there. I'm envious of the people who stuck with the game. No, maybe not. I don't know. I dropped the game because I spent too much money on it. All right, let's take a look at that route. And then I'm gonna call it a day. Oh, there you go. You guys can see the music now. Oh, Brave Envious. Yeah, I really liked that game when it came out. For a mobile game anyway. And I switched from that game to Epic 7. And then I switched from Epic 7 to Nikkei actually. And then now I think I'm gonna drop Nikkei and I'm gonna be playing Uma Musume going forward. What a switch, eh? Nikkei, I played Nikkei because my brother really liked it, and it was a good way for me and my brother to connect. But now, I really find Uma Musume is like a very, I don't know, it's a very comfy game to play, and I don't know, my wife likes it a lot, and you know, not that my wife didn't like Nikkei, but I think she likes, we can both enjoy Uma Musume together. So burning the bridge between me and my brother and just like repairing a bridge between me and my wife. Yeah, yo, Soft, how's it going? What's up? That way you can spend more on Uma, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, so let's take a look at here. Oh. Well, maybe we could look at it, we can look into it for next stream. Jace? Yeah, well, why don't we do that? I'm very likely to be streaming in the coming days. So maybe it'll be like the first thing we do when we boot up the next stream. You know, Vi says, good so far, just having some tea. So, sorry, Soft says, good so far, just having some tea. And also about to boot up Uma to do my dailies. How's your day? Day's going so good. Pretty good so far. It's clearly the end of my stream because I'm like not talking properly. But I do plan on having some lunch, some big sushi lunch with my buddy Caleb, and he's gonna come over. We're gonna play some Resident Evil 5. Wow, I'm so tired. And yo, I'm gonna get some cream cheese sushi as suggested by Chef Soft as Velvet. Recommendations, compliments to the chef. Ever since we talked about getting cream cheese on your sushi, like every time I order sushi, I always order at least one cream cheese sushi, and it's like so good. Man, white people sushi, not gonna lie, it hits pretty good. Even I have deep fried sushi, cream cheese sushi. It's good. It's a good variety. It's good. It's good in the mix, you know. Little palate cleanser. Still trying to get the S plus rank. Yo, I haven't even got an S rank. Soft, have you gotten S rank yet? I have not. I've been laying off the Uma career runs for a little bit in favor of sleep. Blunt Angle, how's it going? What's up? How are you doing? My favorite Sakura Chiono fan. Yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and raid somebody. Oh yeah. I gotta get some sushi. Yeah, the farthest I've gotten is just getting the A. A plus. So let's go ahead and raid somebody. Man, Curtis cursed me. I can't think of Curtis without thinking about the Bakshin meme. And it's hard for me to, like, I can't. Not only that, but you got, whenever I see Soft and Curtis here, I also think of Bottle Black Bridget. Oh. Anyway. It's time to go. It's time. I'm gonna cancel myself at some point today if I keep going. But yeah, anyway. Let us go ahead and raid Genmu. The goat moo. Alright. Genmu 0, here we go. Right, you guys have a good day. I'm gonna get some sushi. We're gonna play some Resident Evil 5. Mierda! They don't say that in that game, right? Mierda. yeah, you guys have a good day, and I will see you guys next time. Bible Black Bridget. I got the, oh my goodness. So there's two different pop-up parade Bridgets, one with the regular color and one with a black palette color. And I had to get both. Anyway, you guys have a good day. I'll see y'all next time. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. Take care, everybody.